Monday from the Rideshare Professor. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are sanitizing your car. I hope you are wearing masks, right? And I hope you are at least semi-excited about the stimulus package that just passed, right? I mean, not major money, no big $1,200 stimulus checks. In fact, half of that, $600. And not a weekly, not that weekly $600 that you were used to, chopped down to $300 for 11 weeks. Heard that the Democrats were fighting for 16 weeks. Republicans offered 11 weeks, so they settled on 11 weeks. It's a little bit of give and take from both sides. So Mark Roughton's in the house, says howdy, welcome. Please share your latest. By the way, that PUA runs out on December the 26th, I've heard. And let's see if people will go back to the workplace. Let's see if people are going to stay off the platforms with this $300 per week. I mean, $1,200 per month. Before people were getting, I would say, in excess of $2,000 per month. And they figured, stay safe, let's stay at home. But will people go back? Saying hi, good to see you. So I'm driving, but I will read your messages. I'll be on the road for a good hour. David Garcia's in the house. Yes. You're driving home? Fantastic. How you doing, David? Good to see you. So yeah, let me know how that stimulus package affects you. I mean, here we go. $600 bucks is poor piss tram change. Not much, right? $600. What can we do for $600 these days, Thomas? Not much. Pretty much crumbs, yeah. Breadcrumbs, Shirelles, right. And if I take that $600 to the auction tomorrow, I'm going to the auction. Oh, brother, I appreciate you. High five, thank you. High five, very nice. Great success, great success. High five. Cool. So we've got a couple of days left with Christmas. And again, depending on how many kids you have, you obviously have to do all that Christmas shopping. I tell you what, Christmas shopping for 5 kids and a wife, ay caramba, that sets you back. That sets you back quite a bit of money. The bigger the family, the more presents you have to buy, the more you spend, right? Not a cool formula. And then all of that right in the middle of the pandemic. I mean, people are saving where they can. On the road again. How are my peeps doing? How the subscribers? How the friends? Happy Monday. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Christmas on Friday. So I celebrate 2 Christmases. I celebrate the 24th, the German Christmas, and then I also celebrate the 25th. So it's 2 days of opening Christmas presents. So my 2 oldest boys, Ryan and Dylan, you know them, they're going to be with their mother on December the 5th. They come to me on the December the 24th. We do the German Christmas. And then the 25th I celebrate with Laura and her 3 kids. And on the 25th, all 7 of us celebrate together. So 2 days of food. 2 days of food. So I took my, just waiting for your shout outs. I'll read them out. Guys, Monday, it's your room. So do share. Now, as far as safety, again, super shocked this week. One guy stabbed to death. Tamales, very cool. One guy stabbed to death, one guy shot to death. Wherever you can, folks, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, tweet, whatever you have to do, put a post out there, highlight these stories. PUA unemployed has been extended in new stimulus. Yeah, $300 for 11 weeks. Probably just walked in a couple of minutes after I announced that. So that 11 times 300, that is $3,300 you can count on, plus another $600. If you have kids, another $600 per kid. And by the way, I believe that $600 per child is more than the first. Cool, genuine Phil is in the house. Any guesses when that $600 arrives? I mean, it would be nice if it arrives, if Santa could bring it, right? Show the beautiful scenery outside. Oh, you want me to put a 405 northbound bumper to bumper? Is that where you are? That's where I am. 405 northbound. Bumper to bumper, my friend. We're on the same highway. Where are you? You just walked in. That's fine. That's cool. We got to repeat it a few times anyway for the people coming in. San Diego bar and restaurants look like they'd be back in February and March. That's still a long wait. That's going to hurt the economies. That's going to put a lot of restaurants out of business, and that's going to hurt driver pay. Thanks for that update in what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for that update in San Diego, Thomas. Much appreciated. I mean, I really feel sorry for the restaurants. I mean, they just went out and spent all this outdoor money, outdoor tents, outdoor furniture, only to be told, you're in Arkansas? Cool. Oh, you're on the Sunset ramp. Okay, I am 30 minutes behind you. You're about 4 or 5 in Sunset. Okay. Are you getting off on Sunset? Are you going eastbound or westbound? Are you going down to PCH, or are you heading off to Westwood or Beverly Hills? Let me know. Right now, traffic is flowing pretty cool. I took my ballet in today to the upholstery guy. Planets align tonight. Well, they better align, right? $500 million to Israel in the stimulus. God bless Israel. Wow, a lot of gifts for our foreign friends. Heading home. San Fernando Valley, cool. Oh, so you just passed Sunset. You're not getting off on Sunset. San Fernando Valley was pretty hot today, 82. I mean, East Coast, I hear, is pretty cold. We had 82 in San Fernando Valley. I had 82 over in corrupt government can fund $740 billion on military defense. I mean, how much more ammunition and how many more tanks, how many more planes do they need? I mean, those are all those cozy contracts between senators and congressmen and defense companies, right? That's where the defense lobbyists spend most of the money. $740 billion on defense money. That's insane. Insane. Need more ships, need more guns, need more planes, need more tanks. Ay caramba. Oh boy, you betcha. That money is just funneled straight to their cronies. Straight up to their cronies. That's why they don't want to hand out, make that stimulus too much. Cut back. Took 6 months. 6 months to get this damn stimulus passed. Some money for the people that were hurting. But no problems getting the big for the defense industry. Be safe in the live stream. Thank you so much, IQ boy. I appreciate. Good to see you, buddy. Dr. Aiden says money to other countries to keep. Sean's in the house. Sean Anand is in the house. Tell you what, 405 southbound is busy, bumper to bumper. Flowing on the 405 northbound. Hope you guys are doing great. Hopefully the families are great. Everybody's doing the bit. I'm a military Navy vet, and we don't need to make any more warships. Thank you very much for saying that. Salute you. Like, how much more shit do you need? Right? That's just money. I mean, I remember when they marched into, I want to say Baghdad, Iraq. I mean, they left hundreds of millions of dollars of equipment behind, and a lot of that fell into the wrong hands. Humvees. It just shows you how much money they have. Oh, don't even bring it back. Don't worry. We'll get new Humvees. We'll get new guns. Thank you very much. I mean, it is like a washing machine. Now, $600 is not mean. I honestly thought we were getting $1,200. I really thought we were getting $1,200. But you can see where the money goes. It took them 6 months to reach this point. Shame on Mitch McConnell. Shame on Nancy Pelosi. Shame on Mnuchin. Shame on Schumer. Shame on both sides for allocating cash to people that I guess don't need it, right? Raytheons, your Boeings, all of your military providers. I mean, look at the guys who got the big bucks. I mean, small businesses are folding left, right, and center. There's not much factored in for small businesses in this round. Yeah, very true. $600 is the water bill or the electricity bill for 2 or 3 months. That's it. It's not going to pay rent. It's not going to put food on your table. Greeting my brother. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Smash the like button. So, 2021, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to push more on the safety side. Call these guys out on every level. Safety, 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 safety for drivers. I mean, this BS that we have to hear about some crazy story in the news every single day. Sickening. You don't pay taxes from now on. Will you go to jail? No, I mean, the IRS will always work with you. I mean, they'll just want to see some payment plan. Look, in January when those benefits, you just ask, right? You ask me. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell, both of them need to go. We need some people that want to really talk and bring the country forward. Both of those people need to go. Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi. Old school, they done. Turtle boy, turtleneck, and Nancy Pelosi, who's about 120 years old, they need to go. Both those two, that Republican, that Democrat, need to go. We need fresh blood. Thanks for asking, how's my foot? I do think that I had a bit of an infection on my foot. And I tell you what, it's an excruciating pain the last 48 hours. So I think I'm going to head down to the doctors of the hospital tomorrow. I don't know what is going on in my leg. If it's nerve damage or it's just, this is by far the worst injury I've had or recovery that I've had. I thought I'd be way ahead. Scott Tucker's in the house. How are you? 911 Porsche just zipped past me. Great car. Fast car. Mark Rowden gives Scott a shout out. Hi there. Rent for forbearance, not much. There's not much in it on the rent forbearance side. I mean, they've trimmed back heavily. Right? Remember at one stage, thank you. At one stage, I mean, Democrats were pushing for 2.5 trillion. Then there was maybe the talk of 1.6 trillion. A lot of people balked at 1.6 trillion and they're now down to 900 billion. But surprisingly enough, the defense industry gets $740 billion. Shows you where the priorities are. I think America should spend more money on cybersecurity, as we just found out the other day. Bitcoin, I don't think very highly of Bitcoin, honestly. I think there's a lot of hype around Bitcoin. I mean, a lot of people trade in Bitcoin. Mighty Heidi's in the house. I'm not a Bitcoin guy. I mean, real currencies, euros, dollars, sure. Bitcoin to me seems a little bit too virtual. It's smooth, says 20. Message retracted. Nope, I didn't retract that. That must have been YouTube. Have a good one, buddy. Good to see you, IQ boy. Appreciate. Have dinner with the parents. That's it. You made money on Bitcoin? Yeah, I think quite a few made money when the hype was out and it really shot up. But right now there's not much movement on Bitcoin. You don't hear much about it. You know, 1 or 2 years ago, everybody was talking Bitcoin. Beautiful time of the day. Sun's going down. I'm zipping in and out of cars. On the 405 North, 20 million people are in rent forbearance. If this is your first pins and bone, cold really affects pain. That's true. But truly, it hasn't been cold the last 2 days. I mean, we've had 80s. At nighttime it is cold. But I've had a couple of surgeries where, you know, I've had quite a bit of metal in my body and I really never suffered with it. This one, I'm not dealing very good with it. Happy solstice. Thank you, Sherelle. Happy solstice. She wishes everyone a happy solstice. Tonight, the planets align. Hopefully, Dara's brain aligns. Hopefully, Logan Green's brain aligns. Hopefully, John Zimmer's brain aligns. Hopefully, Apurva Mehta from Instacart's brain aligns. Hopefully, Tony Zhu from DoorDash's brain aligns. Hopefully, this planetary alignment does something for these CEOs. They need to really align their brainwaves, because those brainwaves are out of whack. Their priorities are up their butts, up their ass, to say it kindly. You know, get a measly $50 bonus from Instacart. Haven't heard any. No, Mohammed Khalil's in the house. Happy Monday. He wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. Very nice of you. Yeah, $300, 11 weeks. So do your math in the next, 11 weeks is 1 week short of 3 months. So what you can count on, if you want to do your math quickly, you can count on $3,300 in the next 3 months, plus $600, not $1,200, but $600 stimulus money, and another $600 for every child, right? So you're looking, if you're a single individual, no kids, best case scenario for the next 3 months, you can do your math, you can factor $3,900 in. Listen, I appreciate that, Sean. I do take that as a compliment. I would love to mix it up, but I tell you, behind the scenes, I have a great working relationship with the Canadians that are funding all the licenses, opening up the markets. In January, we're going to be doing a beta launch, and we had meetings today with a few thousand New York drivers. They also want to form a local co-op. Local co-op is the way to go. 90% for the driver, 10% for the co-op, right? And the co-op makes money from companies, you know, small businesses. So a co-op can be multifaceted. Could be a bunch of small businesses in the co-op, could be drivers in the co-op. So these guys are smart, I tell you. AJ, Atia, and Danny Golchik, the Canadians that I work with, I mean, we almost talk every 2 days. We had some very, very fruitful, good talks with a huge group in New York. We may join forces. And if they want to go alone, if they want to do their own local co-op, I will support them. I told them on the phone, they couldn't quite believe it. I said, that's very nice of you. And I said, listen, if you don't want to join forces in New York under our umbrella, local co-op umbrella, I will support your local co-op in New York, just a New York co-op. I will support you guys. I will market for you guys, because here's the thing. I want other companies to do well. I want other organizations, I want them to do well. Because right now, Uber is literally doubled. First they told the rider, no, the rates are not going to go up in California. And now they made an announcement to the riders, and the riders are pissed. So we've got to capitalize and get to the riders, market ourselves to the riders, because the riders will jump ship. Because the riders were promised, hey, you vote for us, Proposition 22 in California, we're not going to up your rates. I mean, Uber did a complete turn on them, right? Cool, genuine Phil. Sorry, I didn't get that whole. So the riders are pissed, and any company that wants to succeed in 2021 has to be able to connect with riders. You've got to have a fantastic marketing plan in place to connect with riders. Got 31 people in the house. I welcome you all. I wish you a happy Monday. Have a fantastic week. Stay safe out there. Almost at Christmas. This Saturday, PUA across the board ends December the 26th. What kicks in is the $300 assistance for 11 weeks. The riders are jumping ship and buying their own cars. Very true. The car industry has had their best year in the last 10, 15 years. The rich are getting richer. I mean, the car industry is flourishing. My client, who is part owner of Keys of Anais, they have 22 car dealerships. They sold that for $2.2 billion. He's a wealthy man right now. He's a 30% owner, so he has $700 million. And he said, we had the very best year in 2020. Best financing rates, best home mortgage rates. These banks were throwing money at you. So if you were thinking of buying a house, do it now. While these rates are anywhere from 2.9 to 3.2%, do it now. Right? Whatever you're paying in rent, get yourself a house. Maybe even if you have to downsize a little bit, but rather lock in a great mortgage rate. And I tell you, you will be putting that rent towards a mortgage payment. You will never ever get these mortgage rates again. The car industry, if you want to buy a car, the time is now. Buyer's market. Buyer's market. They are throwing money at you. Toyota, when have you heard 0% financing? Toyota, across the board, all models, 0% financing. So make sure you keep your credit up. A lot of people struggle a little bit with the credit. You have a guy in the room here, Scott Tucker, you can reach out to him. He's a master at credit repair. Try and get it into the mid 700s, high 700s, low 800s, and you're in good shape. But now is the time. If you want to buy a vehicle or buy a home, do it yesterday. Do it yesterday. Because those rates are only going to start going up. I can see more foreclosures. Scott Tucker just said yes, reach out to him. This guy, SUV man, Tesla, wants to come in here. I let you in, buddy. You're fast asleep, honey. Bumper to bumper. David Garcia, I'm right now. I'm here. When I started the live stream, David Garcia was at this point, sunset and 4-5, and he said bumper to bumper. Right you were, David, bumper to bumper. Bumper to bumper. Let's just see. Let me show you. There we go. Bumper to bumper. Bumper to bumper. Is that the 405? Yeah, it's the highway that I love the most. I love the 405. I tell you, the 405 robs you, literally robs hours out of your life. It steals from you. The Trump, this is the 405, buddy. We're on the west side, Mr. Trump. Right by Sunset Boulevard and the 405 in Los Angeles. Terrible. I'll show you one more time. There we go. The 405 is the reason why I listen to many audiobooks. That's smart. Educate yourself while you're in traffic. I like that. I like it. Thoughts, ideas, and opinions. I like that name more than the Trump, right? I like thoughts, ideas, opinions. That is a powerful, powerful slogan. But we welcome the Trump in here. Obviously, it's not Donald. It's maybe it's a spin-off of Donald. Maybe it's a Trump supporter. Maybe it's a Trump wannabe. Who knows? You're welcome. Mondays, this is your room. You get to mix it up as long as we keep it clean. Don't let a self-driver Tesla cut you off. No, they tried early on. You're going to be back in 4 years. Cool. All right. Well, that is if you get donations. You know, now that it's out that Kushner diverted $617 million of Republican donations into their own fund, I don't think the heavy hitters, the big donors, are going to come out again. I think Bob Sheldon, all of those big hitters are not going to put the big money in, even if he decides to run in 2024. Because it was just announced 2 days ago that they funneled $617 million of election money into their own accounts. Right? Think about that, the Trump. Right? You think, are you going to donate to a campaign again if you find out that 617 million is missing? Jimmy's in the house. How are you, buddy? Anyway, not here to talk politics. I'm here to talk about the stimulus. What are the people getting? Will it help them? Will this $300 for 11 weeks help you? Will it make some difference? I mean, the $600 is a bit of a slap in the face. I'm sorry. That's a bit of a slap in the face. Now, come January the 20th, when Biden's sworn in, my guess is they'll try to get another stimulus going. Whoop, whoop. John Durham in the house. Good to see you all. I like it when I see these names pop up every Monday, which means you're out there, you're taking care of yourself, you're alive. I drove I had a $200 private booking. I drove someone down to border of Huntington Beach. $200 plus $50 tip. I picked them up on Thursday again, return. So what I did today, I dropped them off down there in Huntington Beach. Starts opening up as you go down the hill. Exactly. Where are you on now? Are you on the 101, David? Teddy T is in the house. Philly is in the house. Auto Top 79 Corporation's in the house. Yeah, Biden, you're right. Biden, January 20th, he's sworn in, and then the next stimulus is going to kick in. They'll work on the next stimulus. And the Republicans better pray that they keep that they get those 2 Georgia seats. Because if they lose those 2 Georgia seats, it's game over for Republicans. Because then Democrats control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Think about that. I believe Stacey Abrams will deliver. I mean, Georgia went Democrat for the first time. 3 recounts. Every single time, every recount, he won it. My leg was fine up to about 48 hours ago, and then something happened in my leg. It's just, I literally woke up at night sweating. It was in so much pain. Took a couple of painkillers. And then here, you know, I have this on board. My clients love that, right? Obviously, red is bad. After the green light, when that goes off, you hit the button on your head, on your forehead, for a few seconds. 98.2. 98.2. My clients love this little thing. I have one in each door. I have 4 of them, one in each door. They love it. I say, sure, if you want to. I don't tell them that they have to test the temperature. They like to test themselves. I say, may we test our temperature? Absolutely, that's what they're there for, right? And then I have these. I bought hundreds and hundreds of these kits, these PPE kits. I got them from my buddy at Four Seasons, and it's a Ppe Welcome Kit. I give it to every client, and in it is EA disposable non-sterile face mask, 1 pair non-sterile nitrile gloves, 2 70% alcohol hand sanitizer gel packs, and 2 70% alcohol sanitizing pads. I give them to every single person that gets in the car, right? So what that tells them, along with the thermometers, along with this in each door, right? What this tells them, and they can see the spray cans. I've got 2 big spray cans up front, is that I care about their safety. And when you care about their safety, I'm giving them a Ppe Welcome Kit. They have the temperature. I go all out. And you know what that equates to? Tips. Insane tips. Insane tips. Right? That's one thing I count on. I'm a big believer in platinum service. You know, I also, another trip, whether it's grapefruit, whether it's eucalyptus or peppermint, I got my essential oils. Oh, you know the Welcome Kit, Mohammed? I get it from the Four Seasons, from my buddy. I get a great rate at the Four Seasons, and I mean, they have a lot of them. So I do a lot of little favors for this guy, and then he does some favors for me. So that's where I get it. But I started putting my own buying and then putting it together myself. Bought the masks, bought the gel packs, and just create my own. Doesn't cost much. I mean, let's say at most I'm spending about $2.50 on one of these kits. I get that back 4 to 5-fold at minimum per person. 4 or 5 and Roscoe. Okay, you way ahead. You way ahead of me. You've passed Sepulveda. You didn't take the 101, David. I'm turning off on the 101. Torsten, are you on a private ride? No, I was. I'm heading back to Calabasas. Exactly right. Let me just show you what it looks like. I'm right here by the Skirball going up before we dip into the valley. It's 73 right now, and mark my words, in about 5 minutes it'll climb up to about 85, because then we go down into the valley. The local co-op sells the masks, so we are selling a lot of masks through the local co-op. But you know, Scott, sadly, a lot of people are not willing to invest into these type of things. It's usually the Lux or the SUV category, right? Because if I have to hand out a couple of these kits, let's say on Wednesday, I'll have a full car, 6 people, hand out 6 of these. It'll cost me 12 to 15 bucks for my kits for those 6 people. I know that they will take them, but I also know what those people will tip me, right? That's a $250 booking with at least another $50 to $100 in tips, because this group, they all chip in. They usually all chip in a $20 tip, and sometimes it goes way over $100 in tips, right? These guys like to go to fancy places, go out and eat. Vaccines, hit me with your question, John. I'll be very honest. Yeah, Black Rides will love them, and you'll get your money back 5-fold. Cool, genuine Phil is on the money. He says everyone in Georgia vote blue for a bigger stimulus. If you can deliver those 2 Senate seats, he says, question, 2014 Prius, 170,000 miles, 7,000 bucks. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. I'll pick up that exact car, that mileage, at the auction for about $3,800 to $4,000. You should not be paying more than $5,500. Now, Prius with 170,000 miles is nothing. And if you need Prius parts, just come down to Tahunga and Ventura. They have a whole our shop there. Probably have 10 broken down, not broken down, but we pick them apart. We take all the parts off the Priuses. I buy the Priuses at the auctions for a few $100s, and then I just strip all the parts down, right? So if you ever need Prius parts, hit me up. I'll get you a price on Prius parts that you will never, ever, ever get anywhere else. Whether it's batteries, whether it's shocks, whether it's electrics, seats, interior parts, exterior parts. If you need Prius parts, hit me up. And I mean that. And come down to Tahunga. You can come down to Tahunga and Ventura, just right off the 101. You will see right on the corner of Tahunga and Ventura, you probably have about 10, 15 Priuses stripped down. What do you think of the vaccination? Do you think that people should be jumping a gun? Well, here's my thing on the vaccination, right? You got 50 states. You don't have a federal program in place that accelerates and get the vaccine. Every sort of state for itself. Now, these are the frozen, these have to be stored in ultra cool temperatures, right? So they will not get distributed as fast as, for example, the UK ones. Both the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccinations have to be stored at very cold temperatures. The challenge is that they obviously did not pass enough money in the stimulus to accelerate the whole program, to get it out, you know. On a statewide level, they should have, on a national level, they should have assisted all the states and come up with a federal plan, but they leave it up to every state. So the left arm does not know what the right arm is doing. That was with the testing kits, and it's the same thing with the vaccinations. I think they're going to start slowly getting some momentum on these vaccinations, maybe February 2021. Right now, it's going as slow as a snail. Nurses have been receiving it. Doctors have been receiving it. You know, you need to get it to the 60-year-olds, to the 70-year-olds, to the 80-year-olds ASAP yesterday. But there's no real great plan in place. So I'm hoping come January, they put a distribution plan in place. Now we can monitor it. I mean, Vice President Pence had it. Most of the doctors and essential workers. Now, as a citizen, I would watch closely what type of side effects are they experiencing. 95% effective is very high. They brought out a vaccine in a very short time with a very high efficiency rate. That you got to hand to them. Now the Germans, BioNTech, they were working on mRNA and RNA repair. I know a lot about this because I have a German friend in Germany that works with this company, BioNTech, and with the testing kits. So I talked to him about 1 week. He's like the German Fauci. And he said that BioNTech had been working on this mRNA and RNA repair for years ago. So when they teamed up with Pfizer, Pfizer got a huge jump start thanks to BioNTech in Germany. I think it's a really good product. But again, I'm the type of guy, I've told you my story when I was in the army. A lot of soldiers got very, very, very sick from vaccinations. I was supposed to be vaccinated on day 3 out of 40,000 soldiers because of the letter, my last name on the alphabet. The first 2 days of vaccinations, these people got seriously ill. Some were ill for 3 months, hospitalized for 3 months. So I'm very, very fearful of vaccinations based on experiences as a 19-year-old. That doesn't mean that this is not a great vaccine. But I'm the type of guy I'd say, hey, you know, if 100 or 200,000 have used it, if the results are in, I wouldn't object. I wouldn't object. But I hope we get the money to distribute these vaccinations. It's not an on and off light switch. They say it's like a dimmer switch, right? The more vaccinations we get, the more the lights go out, the COVID lights go out. So if we can accelerate the process and get the vaccines to the individuals, hopefully by summer 2021, July, August, we should see some really, really good results. So I guess, long story short, buckle up for the next 7 months. Do everything you can in your power for the next 7 months. I appreciate the question, John, and I try to give you as honest of an answer as I could. And I'm very appreciative to Dr. Bronek Broschek, who works with those guys at BioNTech, and they have a testing kit which is 98% effective. They also have now the green light for a home testing kit, because usually for a COVID test you had to go somewhere. You had to go to an emergency unit, people were charging $175 to $1,000 for these testing. Now the more testing kits they can get, like home testing kits, like you have a pregnancy test, or get it to the individual so they can test themselves at home. I know that my clients, actors and actresses, they had to be tested twice a week, and the people testing them were charging $1,000 per test. And a little sneaky move here by the 405 and the 101, I go right up to the front and then I jump in. It saves me about 10 minutes. But this is what I'm dealing with right now, my friends. It's red and I'm driving 6 miles per hour. How is that? 6 miles. Curial is coming to Vegas. Yes, it is. Get on that website, Curial, Courial. Download the apps. The apps are ready. That was the word from my Curial friends. Let's support them. Courial. Very much like Uber Connect. And then while I'm on the road here, by the 1 and the 405, I do want to give a shout out to Kover, Kover. You've heard me call them out 150,000 times. My link will be underneath this video. Get 1 month free, gig protection plan, and the big one there is in case you get deactivated or wrongfully terminated. Oh, you signed up with Curial? That's awesome. So you should have just recently got some emails, because they sent emails out with the link to the apps, so you can download the apps. So Kover works with legal rideshare. They send out the letters in case you get deactivated. Very little discrimination. Cool. Junk Saint. I like the name, Junk Saint. I mean, deactivation is something that every driver or delivery person has to worry about. It's reality. They'll deactivate you over any stupid, dumb ass reason, right? So if you're in there with COVA, you automatically, the extension is that you get the legal support from legal rideshare. Legal rideshare, beyond that legal support that they offer the COVA people, the COVA gig protection plan, they also are a phenomenal company when it comes to any injury, wage losses, property damage like car damage in case somebody rear-ended you or sideswiped you. Make sure you check out legal rideshare. John says discriminate by means of being refused from a job. Okay. Going back into the car. Depends on the job. Oh, on the app it says ride. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, if you think of it, you could literally, I mean, you could deliver drugs, you could, I mean, that, there's a lot of issues still on the horizon when it comes to deliveries through cars by gig workers. Who is the CEO in Courier Platform? His name is Stephen, Stephen. Good guy. Last name pretty hard to pronounce, but I can get it for you. If you want it, I can get it for you. So tomorrow I'm picking up a Plymouth Valiant, the Demon, the Duster. That car was made as a modern version for $86,000 in today's times. The Demon, I think it's the Demon Charger, right, by Dodge. So I'm picking up an old one, a classic, tomorrow. Now, you know, listen, it all depends how many. Sometimes it could be the smallest company with a great idea. If it takes off and people switch, if people jump ship, then they start getting worried. And usually when they start getting worried, they start adjusting their rates. That's why competition is healthy. I welcome any competition. The only ones that I'm been bitterly disappointed on, Juno, which literally stole all the data from drivers and then sold it to Jet, the Russians, for $200 million. They delivered shit, nothing. Juno started out in New York. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. And then the other company who still keeps on conning drivers and now conning restaurants is Trip, T-R-Y-P. And now they reinvent themselves as Trip Deliveries, T-R-I-P Deliveries. And have people sign up restaurants and more drivers, but no one, and I repeat, no one in that Trip network, in that MLM Ponzi scheme has received a single cent to date. Nothing. Nada. Niente. Nichts. Niet in Ruski. Niet. Nothing. So that to me is the biggest blowhard of all. Mr. Bob McNulty. I call him the start cycle guy. For the last 20 years, he starts LLCs, DBAs, LLCs, DBAs, LLCs, DBAs, takes money from investors, does not deliver. He's not a completer. He's a start cycler. And you Google his name, horrible ship. That's a Trip fraud. A Trip is an awful organization that ripped off thousands and thousands of drivers and now is doing the same scam on restaurants. No one has received a cent back. People have tried to do chargebacks. They can't get their money back. And he's an artist when it comes to hiding money, stealing money, conning people, scamming people. He's been sued. I mean, you look his name up. He's been sued by so many companies, so many investors. The SEC has taken him to court. Yeah, COVID doesn't have service by phone, but they do have on the homepage, if you go onto cova.ai, they do have a help desk that shows up. On the bottom left, there is a help desk. You can type in there and you can communicate one-on-one with them. And I've heard they're very, very selective. They don't just let anyone in. I don't know how they, the Canadians, the local driver co-op, they're busy texting me. I've thoughts, I have told them at least 10 times, you guys need, yeah, I got this one in brown and then they have the other Cadillac in black. This is my toffee one with suede light leather roof, and then the other one is all black. I'm sure you've seen it in some of my other videos. I'm home in San Fernando. Did you jump off on Roscoe, David? I am by 101 and Balboa. January the 5th is the big day in Georgia that will tell us if we see another stimulus. Absolutely correct. And if you could, the more people you can convince in Georgia on those 2 seats, if the Democrats take those 2 seats, you will see another big stimulus check. If you don't, the Republican Senate will block it, and it'll take another 6 months. So if you want to see money for everyone, and what happens in Georgia is going to affect the rest of the country. So if you have any friends in Georgia, tell them to vote blue. Get onto Facebook. Whatever you have to do, vote blue in Georgia. If the Democrats take those 2 seats, they have the Congress, they have the Senate, and they have the Biden as president. Then you can expect another big stimulus. At least $2.5 trillion. Mark my words, it's just politics. I know how politics is played. But if the Republicans just pick up 1 seat in Georgia, excuse my French, but then we're done. Don't have a majority in the Senate. Because if they pick up 2 Senate seats, if the Democrats pick up 2, Kamala Harris would be the deciding vote if there were any draws. It's the same as Vice President Pence gave the deciding vote on several occasions in the last few years. So it is muy importante, very important, my brothers and sisters. If we want to see any major stimulus and to kickstart the economy, not necessarily kickstart the military, the defense, but to kickstart, make sure you turn Georgia blue on the 5th of January. It's a beautiful time of the night. See the traffic on the other side, the lights coming towards me. My wife is texting me, how do you feel? How do you feel? Can't text now, honey. If you're watching my live stream, I can't text you right now. I like blue. Skies are blue. The skies are blue. I like blue. And when it comes to clothing, I actually like the color black for some odd reason. This is a beautiful time of the night. You see the sun's going down. I'll tell you which exit we are passing together. We've got 43 people in the house, and we are about to pass the 101 and Reseda Boulevard. Reseda Boulevard. Oh yeah, those 2 Republicans have been involved with so much stock fraud. I don't know. We'll see if it brings them down, if the argument is strong enough. All I know is that Stacey Abrams is working her ass off. She delivered the state during elections, and the big question is, will she deliver this? She deliver 2 Senate seats? She can pull that off. You're in for a big stimulus bill, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. Totally understand how politics works. I'm open. I'll read anything. I'll Google that. Well, the Georgia thing, I think it's decided on what? January the 5th? So we're heading towards Calabasas and Agoura Hills, past Hidden Hills in a while. This guy in front of me is driving extremely slow. Scare him a little bit, go very close to him. Almost touch his car. Oh, he's still driving 55. Yeah, runoff is if they both don't get a majority, that's true. Teddy knows his politics, listen to him. To do it again. Interesting. It's going to be a lot of money flowing into Georgia, a lot of money. What if the same outcome occurs? Good question. My guess is then maybe another recount. Hopefully it doesn't head to the courts. Temperature 5:30 p.m. 75. Rainy night in Georgia. Keep us informed. Most of the money is indeed coming from outside of Georgia. You're 100% correct. Because what happens in Georgia, boy, Georgia is such an important state come January. What happens in Georgia is going to affect politics for the next 4 years. That's for sure. For sure. If correct, 100% correct, champ. If Democrats win Georgia, McConnell is not the main boy anymore. Police on the right hand side there. That guy's flying through the cars. Check him out. Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to start chasing him. Okay, this guy's clearing the road for me. Now he's going around the outside. Round the outside. No, I'm not texting and driving. 100%. No, I'm got both hands on the steering wheel. I just put the camera frontwards. Had the camera facing towards the inside, but it's getting a little bit too dark. You don't have to see my dark face. I'd rather take you on a nice little drive. I'm on about 80 miles per hour now. And I've got a little sports car on my ass that wants me to can't move over yet. No, it's not reading it out. But that would be good. California Highway Patrol is out. Full force. I'm going to go around this guy. He's driving way too slow. On the right, Hidden Hills. A lot of Jessica Simpson's house, just drove past that. NBA players, a lot of them are just right behind this wall here on the right. Parkway Calabasas goes out to Kardashian's Esther's house. This exit. Might lose reception in these mountains. If I do, I will be back within 20 seconds. I'll reconnect. All the slow cars are in the fast lane. Far left. I did call it. We're in those canyons. It probably will disconnect once or twice. There's absolutely no cell phone reception here. Probably drop the signal one or two more times. We're right. Less than 1,000 feet from here is where Kobe Bryant's helicopter went down. To my left, 1,000 feet. Well, that's the card they like to play. They try to play the socials. That shit ain't flying anymore. Say something enough times, people start believing it, and they start repeating it. Smash that like button, please, everyone. Much appreciated. We need to push hard on safety. We need to get more safety measures in place in 2021. That's got to be one of our big goals in 2021, is to put relentless pressure on the Ubers, on the Lyfts. Safety, safety, safety. Any story, any negative story, blow it up. Retweet it, Facebook it. The more negative media, the more they'll want to cover up and clean up. And they've got to spend money on safety. They're just not spending money. There's a lot of safety measures in place to scan, check drivers. I want to see more protections in place for the driver, which means the rider has to be willing to do more. The company has to do more in conjunction with the rider to keep drivers safe. Yep, Potter Handy, the law firm. Scott Tucker gave them a shout out. These guys are pathetic. Hogging the fast lane. I guess it comes from all my driving in Germany in the fast lane, how I appreciate their driving, and then I drive on LA roads and you have these slow coaches hogging the fast lane. It's one of my biggest peeves. Screen very hard. I had a rock hit my windscreen. Fuck. Let's check it out. Any cracks? Looks pretty safe. Good to see you. Bye. That's it, to get out the lane. Thank you. You understand the language. Thank you. Hey, caramba. This is the fast lane, ladies and gentlemen. On the right is the slow lane. Move over. It's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. EIDL, we shall see. Do you think we're going to get money there? I don't think so. better slow down. I'm doing 90 miles an hour. Probably with a 6.2 liter V8. It likes to accelerate. I'm not even tapping. I'm not even tapping the accelerator, just very lightly. So 90 came down to 85 miles an hour. This thing is a beast. Beastie boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys? Okay, this is a problem where people just like this idiot here. Ay, caramba. Now that guy is smart. He moved over. Thank you, amigo. Good driver on my left. He read the next move. Happy Monday, my friends. You guys have a fantastic week. I hope you all have a fantastic week. So December the 25th, Friday, 2026, PUA ends. Question is, when do the $600 stimulus checks arrive? The next question I have, these $300 weekly payments, they go for 11 weeks. When do they kick in? And hopefully the states, the different states have their act together. Nevada was terrible. Illinois was terrible. California was okay. Arizona was great. Season's greeting, Leo Casamenta in the house. You and the family, hope you're doing well, my brother. And then I got my temperature gauge here. What does it say? What temperature does? Let's see, burr on my head there. 98.5, 98.5, 98.5. Healthy man, green light. Green light. I got the green light to drive. California, California. Well, the sun sure sets very early. It's 5:40 and it's already pitch dark, and it gets cold very quickly. Drop down to 64. That to me is the beginning of cold. Oh yeah, it's the shortest. This is the shortest day of the year? You're kidding me. Seriously? I believe you. I believe you. My friends, I just want to say thank you for sharing your stories. Solstice, happy solstice, everyone. Tonight, the planets align. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully Dara's brain aligns. Hopefully John Zimmer's brain aligns. Hopefully Logan Green's brain aligns. Hopefully Tony Zoo's brain aligns. Hopefully Apurva Mehta from Instacart's brain aligns. Hopefully the planetorial shifts, the solstice, does something to these CEOs, right? I wish you nothing but a fantastic week. I am going to do another live feed before Christmas. I am going to come in on Friday and wish you all a very Merry Christmas and happy holidays, you, your family, your kids. I ask you to be safe. I ask you to wear your masks as much as possible. Sanitize. Listen, I think we can do this, my friends. Not I think, that's a weak word. I know we can do this. Let's just get through to July 2021. Let's get all these people vaccinated so we're out of the woods. Thoughts, ideas, and opinions. I love that name. Absolutely love it. Today's feed was definitely filled with a lot of thoughts, ideas, and opinions. And I appreciate thoughts, ideas, and opinions being here tonight and participating. I say thanks to Teddy. I say thanks to Scott. I say thanks to Leo. I say thanks to Sherelle and all of you that came in and out of the room. Let me know when you receive your monies, right? I hope those figures show up in your bank account soon. Jimmy, thank you so much, Abstract Echo, for jumping in. I enjoy our house Mondays. It gives me an opportunity to connect with my extended family. I regard you guys as my extended family. And wherever I can, I try to help or I try to amplify your story. Just come to me with any announcement. If you want something amplified, I can always fit it in. I can always WWE Raw. Cool, you go and enjoy that. The real Raw version. I know 2 big fights. I don't know if anybody saw them on the weekend. Triple G won his fight, TKO, in the 4th round. And Canelo Alvarez beat Smith, unanimous decision over 12 rounds. Right, those were the 2 big fights. I wouldn't have expected any other outcome. I knew Canelo was going to beat Smith. I knew Triple G was going to beat the Polish guy. So God bless you all. GGG and Canelo versus Smith. That's it. Hey everyone, happy Monday. Take super good care of yourself, your family, your health. You are numero uno. You are number 1. Du bist Nummer 1. Numero 1. Okay? Happy holidays. Have a good one. If you have kids, I'm sure they're out of school right now. They're going to keep you occupied and busy. Christmas tree is just around the corner. Love and hope. Let's push that all the way through. Slick Nick, oh, you just made it in. And I want to give Slick Nick, Nick Remmelman, a shout out and congratulate him. He's been going back and forth with me. I highly encouraged him to take Paulus Verdes to court over damages to his car. Today he sent me a picture. They sent him $250. He settled with them out of court, right? So he decided to take the $250 and run. Better than $0. So for that little bit of input that you did with a little bit of back and forth, the emails, you got $250, buddy, right? Remember what I told you? Go to the city and claim that money, file a claim. Now, the only problem that you had is you waited too long, right? You would have had more money. Stocks and currency, we welcome you. So Nick, you would have made more money had you acted and got that. Remember I told you, get that claim in. Because you went over their deadline. They were probably in a position of power with the judge. But at least they gave you a token at $250. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. And you learned a huge lesson. But we'd gone over this. I've been trying to support you along that journey. I'm glad you did it. You did it. And you got some money back for the pain and suffering of your car. I've made it home, and I've got to take care of my leg now. I really have to take care of my leg. My One client gave me a cool book. It says the Distance Learning Playbook for Parents. They wrote it. She gave me a couple of copies today. Maybe I'll make a video. Guess what? They sold 400,000 copies. Sold 400,000 copies. I want to congratulate my client. Well done. Fantastic, fantastic news. And Instacart, Ppe Meta, Wicked Hustle Guy just walked in. Oh, Dustin's in the house. Dustin, happy holidays, brother. To you and your wonderful family. I like the basement. I like the carpet that you put in front of the TV. Looks great. You did a phenomenal job. I just asked, who had the designing ideas? Was it you or was the wife? You did a fantastic job. And I'm sure your family is super excited to celebrate Christmas in the new house. What's up, people? Thanks for dropping in, Dustin. At least I get a chance to personally wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas, safe, happy holidays. To Dustin, to the Nichols family. May 2021 bless your family and bring a lot of additional success on top of your current success. So what a nice way to end the feed with Brother Dustin in the house. Brother Dustin Nichols in the house. Wife did the designing, right? She did a great job. I like that picture. The basement, the entertainment room is fantastic. You tell your wife she did a great job, right? Great job. So I want to say goodbye. I'm tired. I've got to take care of my leg, get some painkillers in. And I will, stocks currency, thanks for asking. I guess I'll be back in the next 2 days. Tomorrow I'm picking up a Demon 1972 Plymouth Valiant. I'm getting a hell of a deal on it. About 15,000. They sell for up to $60,000. So I'm going to probably make about $20,000 on that car if I flip it. I might want to drive it a bit. It's a muscle car. It's one of the great American muscle cars from the 70s. The Duster, the Plymouth, the Demon with the scoops, the big scoops on the hood, and I'll get a couple of little modifications done. Have the engine tuned by my guys, and then I'm going to put it on the market. Yeah, it's a 72, the Demon, the Plymouth Valiant, the Demon. Today they bring the car out, the Demon. Today's car is $86,000. It's a power, it's a muscle car. Obviously the car back in the day, it's got big fat tires at the back and thinner tires in the front. Great black leather interior, and I think I'm going to make it neon green. Light neon green. Somehow that color talks to me. So we'll probably do a phenomenal wrap job, new stripes, racing stripes, carbon fiber hood, new hood scoops because they look a little bit broken, and maybe a couple of touch-ups on the upholstery, and then a nice tune-up for the engine. And then I'm going to let that V8 roar again. So picking her up tomorrow morning. Right now, it is red. Right now, it's red. Yeah, that new project will be down at Ruben's garage within a week or so. Right? But I've put the order in for the. I may change my mind. I'm still supposed to go down there and pick up the color neon green. I might do a glossy red. I might keep it the original color. But something about that neon green, I love it a lot. Anyways, yeah, I make videos on all my cars, on all my classics, on all my cars. I usually always follow it up with some sort of video, right? And then obviously the goal is either to rent them out to the movie industry or to sell them for a profit. I've done very well when it comes to buying cars, selling cars, renting cars, fleets. The model's been good to me. I just follow the same model each time. Buy low, sell high, just like Dustin does with the stocks. Plymouth purple was a beautiful color. Very, very good suggestion. Maybe I make it that Plymouth purple. I can get the color from Hexes from France. They'll ship it to me. I'm one of their installers. They'll ship me that purple color. I can get that. I like your suggestion. It's a beautiful color, that purple. So switching off the rear vents. And good night, everyone. Arrivederci Roma. Mille grazie. Thank you very much. Spasiba. Thank you. Dankeschön. Merci. Gracias. I wish you all an amazing, 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 amazing week. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Masks, masks, masks. Sanitizer, sanitizer, sanitizer. Let's get to July 2021 and then we're in the clear. God bless you all. Thank you. Thoughts, ideas, and opinion. Bring them next Monday. Thoughts, ideas, and opinions. Have a great day. Good night, everyone.